Hornbill TV ita yere Kohima re ahi gena ase moi khan Saras Fair 11th edition 2026 jai thaka nishna aji day 3 re ahi jaise aru aji hoi aji bi stalls khan bi khuli gena local entrepreneurs especially self help groups te maiki khan ta khan la products khan do stalls khan de showcase kore dikhi pa ase but aji laga ekta third din laga special day dikhi pa do yere manu khan self help group kan tai khan nijor laga self made products ethnic wears laga starting from mekhalas traditional shawls accessories like necklace headgear kan hoilibi earrings kan lagai gena in fact SHG self help group kan nijor hi aji yare tai khan laga I am Womenfolk laga ethnic show de tai khan laga kapra han lagai gena itu show de dikhi paise kuntu bishi sundar hua aru yare moi kan mekhala mama famously known as mekhala mama ke hoilibi kotha kura do aji do show laga se kapra khan bi dekha laga se hoilibi body positivity laga bi ekta bishi broad perspective de bi dikhi paise ko ase aji itu show attend kura ro self help groups khan laga kam do kiman bhal pra age ja ase aru state government hoili bi yade self help group te invest kura modot kura do tai khan bishi bhal kam kuri thaka do moi khan ekta perspective aru ekta mohan aji inega show de dikhi paise manita show laga details khan sai gene jabo itu ek nai nohoi hoili bi famously known as mekhala mama hoili bi itu show laga opor ki bhabna ase itu bi huni gene jabo.
After 60 years of its statehood, she is Srimati Hikani Chakalu Kensei, our advisor, Industries and Commerce, Government of Nagaland, and our special guest for the evening. Ma'am, we're so delighted that you're here despite the rain, despite the weather. You have all braved and we're here, and you're here. So thank you so much. Our SCG would love to show you their appreciation with their labor of love. So would you kindly accept it? These are from our SCGs from across the state.
Sunlight comes creeping in, illuminates your skin. We watch the day go by, stories of what we did that made me think of you, lost and found. And I just wanna be by your side. If these wings could fly.
and sharing some of my few thoughts with all of you. I'm happy to see guests from outside also, so welcome to Nagaland. I hope you're having a good time. I want to thank the NSRL team, the Joint Secretary and the Mission Director, Mr. Moasangam, and the entire team, my friends Roland, Menio, Chris, Imo, everyone, the whole team. Thank you so much for putting up a good show and also inviting me to witness this beautiful show. And of course, with the rains, you were nervous, all of a sudden last minute change, but it's not the ambience that is important, but we are all here to see what our women have been doing, to see the weaves, the work, and I think all of us are blown away. And as I sit here, I'm also just, in our daily life, we see weaves, we see meklas and so many things, but we don't really pay attention. But as I sit here, I just look at it, and every piece is being woven by a woman. Every piece, the weaves that we have all seen, and also the different accessories that our models have displayed, painstakingly made by our women, and then I reflect the value of our work. And I think this is something we also need to keep in mind when we see our products hung out in the shops, in the roadside sometimes, and then we don't, we don't tend to value all those things. But this is such a good thing personally for me also, to value and to respect more our products. Also, she's just left, but I really wanted to thank The Gedit as well, because it's women leaders like her who has instilled this whole, the fashion, of meklas. Today, at one point of time, it was only our mothers who used to wear meklas, and younger women would not want to wear. But today you see that every young woman, or in fact every woman, want to own not just one mekla, not just two mekla, but 10, 20, 30, and the more we buy, the more new designs come up. And I think that is really beautiful, because mekla, the weaves, are us. It is us, it's our culture, it's our tradition, it is our identity. So really grateful to many, many women. I have my deputy director there also. In the government, they also have something called the Mekla Wednesday, Wednesday Mekla. Yeah. So, and I think this is really beautiful, and it's really picking up. And really want to thank the NSRLM team for showcasing this to all of us. I also want to really give a big shout out to the NSRLM team. I've always been telling the leadership team whenever I meet them that I'm really proud of the work that they do, because if you look at our society, if you look at our state, every woman did something or the other. Our mothers in the villages, everyone did something or the other, but again, we never valued them. But after NSRLM, the program started, our womenfolk, especially in the rural areas, we started recognizing their work, we started adding value to their work, and most of all, from an unorganized sector to an organized sector. You have been instrumental for putting and placing our women from an unorganized sector to an organized sector. And this is important because we do not want them to remain like this forever. For you, when you work, your objective is how do we scale up their livelihood? How do they sustain their livelihood? If they are earning 1,000 rupees, how are we going to build them up so that they can become Lakpati Didis one day? So that is the objective that we're working on. And unless you formalize, put them in an organized sector, and unless you formalize their work, it becomes very difficult. So I really want to thank the RD department, the NSRLM team for putting this in place, putting our women into a structured platform. Now, on behalf of the government, I can really confidently say that our Honorable Chief Minister is someone who is really concerned about not only promoting our handicraft and handloom sector, but also making sure that we preserve it, with
with so much commercialization happening, and we definitely want our products to also grow on a commercial scale. We also want our products to be in the global platform, in the global market. But at the same time, we're also worried that it may be exploited. So the government, the Industries and Commerce Department, we're also working on it. If you have heard the budget that was placed by the Honorable Chief Minister 2 days back, there's a special new initiative that is called Nagaland Weavers Advancement and Market Formalization Initiative. A small fund has been placed, but nevertheless, it's a good start, because unless the leadership at the top in the government, they understand this, it becomes very difficult for women and the others to scale up. So it's an assurance that the government, the leadership, they understand this sector, they believe that we need to give more push. So as a startup, we're doing that. We also, the Department of Industries and Commerce, we're going to be starting our handloom census. Because whatever policy that we make, whatever programs that we do, unless we know what our census is, and Nagaland, we all know, we are very, very poor in data, and that is why most of our policies and programs are also going haywire. But nevertheless, that is also the one of the initiatives that the department is going to be carrying out by April, by next month. Apart from this sector, I'm really grateful again and big salute to all our SHG members across the state. I believe we have about 130 members registered. Yes, I mean that's a big number. And why this number is very important, why this group of women are very important is, yes, one is the department, the mission. They have made an effort to empower these women and not make them stay idle, but make their life more meaningful. But for us, we look at it this way: empowering our women is not just about bringing that 10,000 rupees extra to the house, bringing that 50,000 extra to the house. It's more than that. It is training our young children, because our children are watching. Our children are seeing their mothers and their sisters, meaningfully working. Also, yes, in terms of economic empowerment, definitely, but not just economic empowerment, but this is, it's a process. It's a mindset change for our young people also, for our children, for the future generation. So I think we are really in the right track. The team is a professionally run corporate style of working, and that is why it is working. So that's really good. And the future is secured. I truly believe, especially with the intervention of NRSRLM, with the SHG groups, I truly believe that our future is secured. Our children are growing up seeing their mothers work and being valued and bringing finances and contributing to the economy, not only for their own little household, but to the village, to the districts, and to the entire state as well. In 2023, moving a little away from the handloom and handicraft sector, our department in 2023, we had given out seed fund of 6 crore 90 lakhs to about 3,000 plus SHGs through the NSRLM. And this year in 2026, we have given seed money of, when I say we, it's a ministry's fund, but it comes through us. And we have, and then we call it the convergence program. But we are very proud that at least through our department, we could also support NSRLM and the SHGs. This year, about 8 crore 45 lakhs have been given to about 3,000 SHG members. And so I would like to assure all of you, the department, the R&D department, and NSRLM, that our department is always there for you. In fact, it makes our work easier because we are not in a position, our mandate is also, all of us have different mandates. We really cannot go to the villages and do this, but once you have, you have worked on a certain level, then it also becomes easier for us to pitch for you, for our SHGs and our women at the ministry, and then bring funds and then support the program that you are doing. So we'll continue to do this, and I feel very happy to be part of this. For the SHGs, some of you, some are friends, some are supporters, some are SHGs sitting here, but please continue doing the good work. Government, we have no option now. You know, when we see you work so hard, now our job, in fact, we should be the one doing first, but slowly and surely, this is a collaboration. If we need to see our state progress, government is here for the public, for our people, and I think when the two stakeholders come together, nothing is going to stop us. The future is good, the future is bright, and so I thank all the SHGs for the good work that you are doing. I thank the NSRLM, the RD department, for the Saras, the 11th edition. We have the program happening there. This is just one show. I wish you all the very best, and God bless our people, God bless our state. Thank you very much.
Right, ma'am. Thank you for joining us in this conversation. Apart from all your other professions, you're also known to be one woman who is known as a fashionista. Not just that, but you also promote the Naga ethnic wears everywhere you go, and even on social media platforms as well. What would you say about today's show, where they showcased all the makings and the ethnic, starting from necklace, mekhalas, and everything of the self-help groups? How was it like today's show?
I thought today's show was fantastic because, already we know that our women do amazing work, whether it's in weaving, whether it's in jewelry making, making accessories, soft furnishings. But today was special because they had women from the self-help groups modeling their own creations. So that was very, very special. I think it also sent a message of body positivity because they're all shapes and sizes, they were regular women. And so it really sent the message that whatever we make, we are actually making for ourselves and we are making for every woman. So that was a really wonderful show.
So, see, if we see our uniqueness, our peculiarity in our ethnic wears, it's very peculiar, and somehow we are also getting there when it comes to our ethnic wears. People are coming to know of it, but I believe we are yet to set that bar where everyone knows about our ethnic wears, and people from outside will also wear it, like just in every kind of programs or everywhere, just casual, formal also, ma'am. So according to you, since you're also very active in all of this and social media as well, ma'am, how do you think we the Nagas should market our ethnic wear?
I think innovation is very important. On the one hand, I think it's very important for us to preserve our traditional ways of wearing our textiles. But on the other hand, I think we also have to give space and encourage our designers. And usually these designers are the younger generation. They have a lot of ideas for innovation and how we can wear our textiles and accessories in new ways. So I think as a society, we should also encourage their innovations. Sometimes those innovations may seem a little strange to us. Sometimes they may seem a little controversial. But we should give space to them to try new things so that they can create, ethnic wear that is relevant for a new generation and for very different contexts.
Putting ourselves out there for other countries to see us. We have the Hornbill Festival, we have shows like this, ma'am. But however, in a larger scale, how do we market ourselves out there?
I think just being here and shining is good enough. We have social media now, the world is becoming smaller, and I think there are enough people who have become interested in Nagaland and our culture, thanks to the government and all the amazing efforts that the government does, as well as, the growing community of influencers that are telling the world about Nagaland. So I think we're doing well.
Also, lastly, a message, especially for our youths, where even students' bodies are also now encouraging ethnic wears at least once in the working days to school also. How do you say the youths should go about in promoting our ethnic wears?
I belong to the higher education department, so I'm very proud because in higher education, our minister was, I think, one of the first to make a Wednesday, Cultural Wednesday, where, all the students and people working in higher education wear their traditional something of their traditional wear to college. And then I know Department of Tribal Affairs also was one of the pioneers of this, and I'm all for it, but why stop at one day? I think as young people, don't let somebody dictate which day you should wear it. Wear it anywhere you want, wear it any way you want. And I think I can give myself as an example. I'm walking the talk. I wear ethnic wear anywhere I want, any way I want, any day that I want. And as long as you do it with respect, with knowledge, with understanding, I think ethnic wear can be used in any context.
So much for speaking to Hornbill TV. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, itu thagishe day 3 laga 11th edition Saras Fair 2026. Day 4, 5th and 6th भी थगी गिने जाओ कली संडे ऐसे होली भी यारे कोई दिया निशना कुछ चीजें लोकल ग्राउंड डे प्रोग्राम खान भी और थगी गिने जाओ स्टॉल्स खान भी खुली गिने थगी वो इवनिंग डे एंटरटेनमेंट सेशन खान भी ऐसे कोई फेमस लोकल आर्टिस्ट खान होली भी आई ने गाना खान भी कुरा दिखी पावो अपनी खान होली भी इतुरे बाग लोगों मोना से गोले कुछ चीजें लोकल ग्राउंड डे आई गिने स्टॉल्स भी विजिट कुरियो पारुवो आफ्टर 6 PM एंटरटेनमेंट खान भी थगी वो कोई ना अपडेट दिया से इतिया करने मान होबो कि कृषि न्यू के हो कैमरा पर्सन यामलू हॉर्नबिल टीवी कोहिमा